A new YouGov survey is out, and I think you and Al are going to find this interesting, Rem. Americans are pretty much split whether or not we're wired or born to be in monogamous relationships.
Okay.
Like, people are split as to whether or not humans were
In
born
general, yeah.
to be cheaters, basically, or born to be with multiple people, or it's a learned behavior, which I think is super interesting. Like, you know,
I've heard that before because, like, animals and stuff like that be doing their thing, and
right.
the humans is animals, so.
Right.
Yeah, but there
Also,
are
cheaters on War of the Roses too, Loren, by the way, to Al's point, have said, like, hey, my dad cheated, my mom cheated. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard for me to stay in a relationship.
But there are like breeds of animals who have life partners. Like penguins have life partners, otters have life partners.
They're wasted life.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. A new poll of 1,000 adults from YouGov says 7% say all humans are monogamous by nature. Only 7% think that all humans are monogamous by nature. 24% say most are. 16% say half are. There's also a gender divide, as more Americans are likely to say women are naturally more monogamous than men.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? What's up with that?
I don't know.
Our men are just stupid.
You guys think with your pants.
It goes back to the Bible, right? Adam and Eve. Eve wasn't tempted by the apple, wasn't it, Adam?
No.
Oh.
Please don't be trying to teach Bible
Eve was
study.
tempted by
and
the
that
apple?
you-
She gave the apple to Adam.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
So Adam,
the snake told her to.
but he fell for it.
Okay.
Adam was the one that took the temptation, is what I'm saying. I'm not trying to get into a religious class here, but it's the
I
point.
think it's how you're looking at it, but that's fine.
You want to know my heaven joke?
Go ahead. I feel like you're going to tell us anyway.
This is a good one. It's a little more adult leaning, but it's a good one. Don't use this one at work unless you're close friends with the coworkers. But there's, to get into heaven, you got to go past St. John, who's at the gates, or St. Peter. He's at the gates of heaven. And so these three nuns pass away. They're going up, and St. Peter says to the first nun, who was the first man on earth? And she says, oh, that's easy. It's Adam. And the gates open up, and she goes in. The second nun comes up, and St. Peter says, who was the first woman on earth? And she said, oh, that's easy. It was Eve. And the gates open up, and she goes into heaven. The third one comes up. And
you already.
And if you're religious and I offend you, I'm so sorry. It's just funny. The third nun goes up, and St. Peter says, what's the first thing that Eve said to Adam? And the nun was caught. She was like, I don't know if I ever learned this. She's thinking. She finally goes, man, that's a hard one. And the gates opened up, and she went into heaven.
I'm trying. Okay. All right. Moving right along.
I thought it was apropos for our biblical story. Anyway.
Okay.
By the way, back to the study now, this YouGov survey, 18% of men say they aren't monogamous by nature. Like, basically,
what's the percentage?
18% say that they are not monogamous by nature, that it's very hard for them to be in one relationship. Like, they were born naturally to wander off into another relationship. I think that number is probably bigger. It's 18% told the truth to the YouGov survey. So
Maybe.
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that, like...
I think it's a learned behavior to not want, like, to stray out of a relationship.
I kind of think so, too, but I also know that we're born with certain personalities.
Yeah.
And we're born a certain way.
Well, I know, but here's the thing is and when I say it's a learned behavior, I don't necessarily mean from your parents. I just mean from society in general. Like, it's... you're impressioned by everything around you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Could be because, some people have like religious reasons and, you know what I'm saying, different things.
Yeah.
And people who like feel that way may try to suppress it for, as long as they can until society shows them that other people are doing it and then they slip up.
Yeah, yeah.
But then that don't mean be cheating and then be blaming it on the religion
Right.
if that ain't what you be doing.
Like Mormonism.
Yeah,
you have multiple
you know
wives
you
and
ain't no
things like
Mormon.
that. Yeah, yeah. You're not, you're no
Don't be lying
Mormon.
talking about you cheating and you know you ain't no Mormon.
Hey, it's Loren from the Maney and Loren Morning Show. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and like this video. If you want to see more videos, you can always check out our behind the scenes content or our War of the Roses.